can you tell us about Franky the Bird?
Frankie who?
Franky the Bird, as in Coco Beware's
Koko
bird?
Beware.
Oh! I'm sorry. When I murder an animal, I tend to forget their names. Uh,
Okay.
yeah. The first like name that I'm ever booked to work is Coco Beware. It's this show in Kingsport, Tennessee. I hope I don't get hit in the head enough to forget this because this is one of those memories I want to keep forever. Uh, so I'm super nervous, right? But like it's Coco Beware. Like I've watched Coco Beware my whole life. So I'm at the show super early and I'm stoked out of my mind. I'm gonna wrestle Coco Beware. This is crazy. Coco walks in, we're talking, hey, what do you want to do? Well, I'm not as young as I used to be. I don't know if I can get up for that drop kick anymore, but we'll do this, this, and this. I'm like, oh my God, this is so cool. And as we're talking, I go, hey, where's Frankie? And he goes, oh, well, a couple weeks ago, my wife and I were at church, and Frankie, Vince gave him to me, and he was like a son. He went with me everywhere. He was like one of my kids. I loved him to death. He was my guy. I loved Frankie. And one day we're at church, and we come home, and I guess there was a house fire, and Frankie didn't make it out.
Oh, wow.
And I'm just like, oh no, like I'm so terribly sorry. Like I didn't
Oh.
know. I wouldn't have brought it up. And he goes, no, 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 no. I haven't made it public. You know, uh, but yeah, I don't have. Frankie's not with us anymore. But you know, I love that little bird. I was like, yeah, no, I'm so sorry. And but everything's cool, right? So we go about our way. So now it's main event time. I'm the heel. I'm coming out, getting my heat or whatever. And then Coco Beware's music hits, and he comes out and he's doing the bird, and the
Bird.
child Sal Rinauro, the 8-year-old in me, is losing his freaking mind, right? Like, dude, you're gonna wrestle Coco Beware. Like, this is awesome. And Coco's doing his entrance, and he's doing the bird, and he's getting the bit. Everybody's with him, and Coco gets the microphone. He goes, hey, it's so good to be here at Kingsport, Tennessee. And I know everybody's so glad to see Coco Beware, and I know what you're wondering. Where's Frankie? Well, a couple weeks ago, me and my wife went to church, and I came home, and there was a house fire. Poor Frankie didn't make it out. And then he points to me and goes, and he started the fire.
Wow.
Oh my God.
And I'm in the ring, and I'm like, why did I do that? I'm a monster. Like, why would I burn a man's house down and kill his bird for this one indie show? What's wrong with me? Like, and then once reality hit, I was like, oh, wait, yeah, I set this man's house on fire. I'll show you. But there was probably a 10-second period there where I thought I was an arsonist and a murderer. So,
I'm kind of surprised there wasn't a fried chicken joke in there somewhere.
yeah, no, it all happened so quick.
Oh my God, that's an awesome story.
Yeah, yeah. Sometimes you just got to burn a man's house down, is the moral of this story.
Yes. If you could go take one thing out of this interview, it's that.
Yes, yes. And it's funny just because, so following, so like this happens, right? And I'm like, the match was fine, everything was good, and but like I'm on the way home, and I'm trying to keep in mind this is 0102, so cell phones aren't what they were now. But
Right.
I'm trying to contact as many people as I can to let them know: A, I wrestled Coco Beware; B, I burnt his house down; C, I killed his bird.